नमस्ते बिटिया। हमेशा खुश रहो बिटिया। एट JVWU जयपुर। बिटिया, जो डिजिटल लेक्चर की सीरीज में हम लोग लेक्चर्स ले रहे हैं, उसी क्रम में आज हम एक नया लेक्चर लेने जा रहे हैं, जो कि है केस टेकिंग बाय मास्टरिंग माइंड सेक्शन, एंड दैट इज पार्ट 11. We have already discussed 10 parts. So before starting the lecture, I would like to add that we are all proud to be at the best women university in India, and I welcome you all in repertory class on digital version 2.0 at JVWU platform. And this university is having the best homeopathic college in Jaipur. Hope my lecture will satisfy your quest for knowledge. Please listen carefully, and if any doubt in your mind, drop your queries in comment box, which I will answer in the problem solving session. So topic to be discussed today in case taking part 11 is Pierre Schmidt's direction for case taking. Pierre Schmidt stated about interrogation to elicit the mental symptoms should be as follows. Number one, what are the basis of interrogation? Number two, what is the best classification to be adopted? Number three, how to formulate the questions? And number four, how to know if the questions were well asked. So first of all, we will discuss what are the basis of interrogation. हमारा क्या बेस होना चाहिए जो केस टेकिंग में हम जब क्वेश्चनिंग कर रहे हैं. हम जानते हैं हमारे और एलोपैथिक प्रेस्क्राइबिंग में अंतर है. They prescribe on pathological basis, we prescribe on individual basis. So we have to explore not the disease symptom but the patient living, feeling, thinking. The patient living, feeling and thinking. उस डिजीज पर्सन के पीछे जो पेशेंट है उसकी क्या सोच चल रही है उस रोग में होते हुए, वो कैसा महसूस कर रहा है, ये हमें जानना है. Now what classification has to be adopted? We know the Kent's classification is very sufficient, is very satisfactory, which says the symptoms have to be divided into mental and physical plane, into general and particulars. The mental are always generals, whereas the physical symptoms can be physical general and particulars. So in the mental sphere, we can divide symptoms further into three. The first is will and emotion. The second is understanding. And the third is intellect and memory. Physical generals, especially desire, aversion, sexual symptoms, menstrual complaints, sleep and dreams, and particulars. So for these have to be considered, especially the marked one, peculiar one, and in last we have to consider the particulars. Dr. Kent proposed following hierarchy of the mentals or mental symptoms. The first are those relating to love, hate, desires, aversions, which relate to instinctual mind. Second grade are those belonging to understanding, like delirium, delusion, and hallucinations. And thirdly, we have to consider those which are related to memory, or the symptoms related to rational mind, so-called intellectual mind. For example, comprehension difficult, mistakes in writing and speaking, memory weakness, forgetfulness, etc. Dr. Pierre Schmidt classified mental symptoms in other way. According to him, the mental state of man as a whole can be resolved in seven essential points. The first is the symptoms related to self-preservation. Second is ailments from. Third is symptoms related to fears. Fourth is irritability. Fifth is symptoms related to sadness. Sixth is the symptoms of the innate mind or the will. And the seventh is observation of the physicians and attendants. So these seven things have to be taken into consideration according to Dr. Pierre Schmidt. The examples of the symptoms of the instinct or instinctual mind are of the symptoms of self-preservation, like of death, suicide. Then the ailments from the example are grief, vexation, mortification, indignation, anger, bad news, disappointed love, etc. Then the example of fear, anguish, anxiety, they all come under this group. Then irritability, along with that, anger, violence, impatience, hastiness, they all come in this group. Then the sadness, the weeping, despair, effect of consolation, they all come in the group of sadness. Then the symptoms of innate mind are jealousy, absent-mindedness, mania of scruples, timidity, loquacity, egotism, easily offended, haughty, suspicious, quiet, hurried disposition, suicidal disposition, etc. These are the symptoms of innate mind. Then the things or the certain symptoms which we can observe, they are, for example, embarrassed feeling, exaggerated, easily startled, laughing immoderately, memory troubles, concentration difficult, comprehension difficult, involuntary sighing, unusual restlessness, weeping when narrating symptoms, desire to escape, etc. So I hope you have learned a lot from this lecture. At the end of this lecture, I would like to give you an assignment which consists of a subjective question. And the question is how to formulate questions for case taking as per Dr. Pierre Schmidt. So thank you all. See you again with a new lecture. Till then, goodbye.